This is the skills practice for section 11.2. We're going to find each measure in circle C. They're going to tell you some information. So let's read that info. Measure of angle ACB is 80 degrees. So I'm going to put that info right here on my picture. The measure of arc AF is 45. Arc AF is this one. It's part of the circle. Now we know if its measure is 45, then this central angle is 45. Likewise, we know that arc AB, its measure is 80. Segment AE and segment FD are diameters. That's really helpful because now I know that this guy right here has to be, quick math here, 55. Because 180 minus 80 minus 45 gives you that 55. Since this segment FD is a diameter, you know that those three arcs make a semicircle, which has 180 degrees in it. Okay, it looks like that's all I can do right now. Yeah, now we can answer some questions now that we have some information on our picture. Measure of angle ACF. That's going to be 45. Number 2, measure of arc AB. That's that purple arc. That's 80. Let's skip a couple, maybe go down to number 7. What's the measure of arc AFE? I'm going to make this one pink. Arc AFE, we know that arc has a measure of 180. And we know that because that pink arc is a semicircle. Okay, now since that's a semicircle, we know that this guy right here has to be 135. Because the 45 and the 135 have to add up to 180. And these guys are vertical, if you notice. They better be the same. What is the measure of arc DE? This is number 9. That would also be 45. Let's try another one. What's the measure of arc ABF? Arc ABF. That's a interesting arc. That's number 12. Let's see what its measure would be. I'll use purple. Start at A, go towards B, and stop at F. It almost goes the whole way around the circle. The best way to find that measure is take the measure of the circle and take away the part that isn't covered by that purple arc. If you wanted to add all the little arcs together, you could, but subtracting is probably easier. Okay, next section down. They tell you that segment BD is a diameter. The measure of angle BAE is 85. The measure of angle CAD is 120. And then they ask you about true or false. Okay, so what's left over? This guy would be 95. This guy would be 60. Okay, so obviously all of those arcs would have those measures as well. So do that first, and then you can answer your true false. For example, maybe we'll do number 17 together. What's the measure of arc CED? They're saying it's 220. Let's see. Start at C, go towards E, stop at B. What is 60 plus 85 plus 95? I don't have a calculator right now, but I'm going to get one. You should too. 60 plus 85 plus 95. It gives me 240. This guy's false. It should be 240. Q is the center of two circles with radii, segment QD and segment QE. The measure of angle, AQE, is 90. So this angle right here is 90. The measure of arc, RE, is 115. Let's see if we can find some other stuff. Well, I know that this central angle is then 115. I know that this purple arc has a measure of 90. And what's left over? Out of 360, that's the measure of your circle. Take away 115, take away 90. It's like 155. So I'll grab a different color for that. Anytime I have information like that, I like to fill in my picture, then I can just answer some questions. Like, for example, number 23, what is the measure of arc AR? A to R, it's a minor arc, got to be less than 180. Notice how it's that green guy, that's the 155. Let's try number 26. What's the measure of arc BSD? This is a major arc now. What would its measure be? I'll use yellow. Start at B, go towards S, stop at D. We have concentric circles here. So if you want to fill in those measures, you can. What is 155 plus 115? That would be your answer. It would be 270.